Yeah, so we leave.
Okay. You head out and head over to Quinn's place.
All right. I'm gonna whisper to the magic users.
You mean
So
everyone
literally
but
everyone
you?
but you.
I said it and look and just kind of thought about it. And, you know what? Just roll with it. So she thinks she's being watched. Can you do that magic thing again?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think we can handle any sort of inquisition on ourselves in there.
Okay. I'm gonna knock on the door again.
Okay, you knock on the door. No response.
Quinn, it's Pachi. We need breakfast time.
She makes her way to the door and once again opens it a crack with the chain. Looks out and sees the other three.
Hi, these are my friends.
Oh, yeah, I remember them.
Yes.
And she opens the door for you.
Can we come in?
Yeah, she opens the door.
Okay. Inwards.
It's still a complete mess in here with papers sort of all over the place.
Okay. I grab another piece of paper or something, right? So where would you like to go for breakfast? I'm gonna write on the paper. They're going to check to see if you're being watched here.
Oh, like I said, I don't necessarily go out that much anymore. What's the 3d6 for?
I gotta roll my my racial spells for the day.
Oh, okay.
I use detect magic.
Okay. You notice a divination spell in the left corner, towards the ceiling of the room.
Yeah, go ahead.
Does that tell me that there's visuals as well, or?
No, you have no idea.
Okay.
You just know it's a divination spell.
Got it. So I take the piece of paper and I say out loud, this is a nice place you have here, and I write down, there's definitely some divination in this corner, and I point to it, or rub my nose
and point
to
out
the visual for Casey.
Yep. Thank you. I've had this place for a while now, since I left the manor for the mayor, and she sort of writes down, "Can you get rid of it?"
What is over in that corner, actually, that we can see?
Yeah, is there anything?
There's not, you sent it towards the ceiling, and there's not really anything over there.
There's not a chair or a bookshelf or nothing?
No. There's papers and stuff, but that's about it. Those are more on the floor.
Yeah, okay. So it's something that's not physical.
So I'll wander over that way. Your detect magic lasts for a couple minutes, right? 10 minutes or something?
Yeah, 10 minutes, yeah.
Alright, so I'll wander over there and I'll be like, this place is a wreck. You really should, keep things a little neater. Here, I'll start helping you pick these things up, and I'll start to gather some papers, and then I'll look up toward the corner where she pointed to, and I'll cast Dispel Magic.
Okay.
Nice.
So each
Malir, why do you have to be so rude? I write it on the piece of paper. Are there more?
Does it? Well, I have to try to get rid of it. A spell of 3rd level or lower ends. A spell of 4th level or higher, I have to roll.
I think it's higher.
All right, so the DC, I have to roll, and the DC equals 10 plus the spell's level that I'm trying to dispel if it's 4th level or higher.
Yes.
So this could all be for nothing.
Yeah, it is higher.
Okay, so you know the DC,
yep.
And I have to roll for it. It's going to be my spell casting, so I'm just going to roll. I'm just going to roll Where's a spell here? I don't have a spell out here. I'll just roll and add it up. Well, charisma adds my there, and then I get on 3 more, which is 14.
It is not dispelled.
Damn.
And I let him know that.
I make a yikes face. I come over with the papers and I grab the thing and I write down on one. I could maybe give it one more shot, but I'm not sure if they can tell.
Does Quinn respond?
She's kind of leaving this professional get rid of bugs to the professionals.
Well, does she have an opinion on whether or not they want to try again?
I think
No,
her
not really.
opinion is
She's
yeah.
already being watched.
Oh, okay. Probably keep
Give like a subtle thumbs up, some thumbs down type of.
I'm just gonna sit like this.
Okay.
My thumb up against my cheek.
Okay. Anybody else got something in your eye?
Yeah.
I would love to help you there, but that's 3rd level spell and out of my reach.
What do you got there? You got anything in your eye there,
Yeah, it's
Bastion?
in my eye.
No,
I have
none.
something in my eye for him.
All right. I'll set the stack of papers down and say, all right, just a few more, and I'll walk back over and I'll try it again.
I'm gonna ask write on paper, Tris. Is there anywhere else?
Yeah, I wanted to say, can I investigate the rest of the house?
Sure, make an investigation check.
I'll let you do that first before I try to get rid of it again.
Oh, well, I mean, like for the magic, wouldn't the spell just?
Yeah. So you don't see anything else.
So it's just the one thing in that one spot.
Yeah.
So
Okay, I give it another go here.
test one.
19 plus 3, so 22.
All right, it's dispelled.
All right. I turn around and look at Tris.
And it's gone.
All right. Great success. Good work, everyone.
Well,
Good job. No, that was good.
I hope
Uh,
it stays dispelled.
All right.
Well, we have a few minutes where you'll be able to sense if it comes back, so let's move quickly.
Quinn, I think you're okay for now. Is there somewhere safe you can go?
Not really. As far as I know, anyone on the street could be working for them.
Why are they watching you? And who is them?
It's the order.
Just the order? Just making sure.
How you know it was rigged?
Everyone else seems to be convinced that they're all good, but
How do you know it was rigged?
Because I'm friends with some of the ballot counters, and
Oh.
they were threatened.
Hmm.
in what way?
That if the numbers for Alistair and Malik weren't on the up, then their families would be in danger.
Jesus.
How can we get a meeting with Malik?
That's beyond me.
I mean, even if we did, what would we say? Like,
Unhand the city, you fiend.
yeah, I don't think I don't think we're ready to do something like that. However, it's something that needs to happen eventually. But
For now, perhaps you should accompany us outside the walls. We're headed to a certain temple that may be able to give you shelter.
Of course, my brothers will gladly take you in.
I can't leave. If I leave, I'm abandoning the city, and I can't. I don't feel right doing that.
Help them from outside the walls where you're safe and you can keep going.
I feel like staying within the city right now is bigger abandonment than leaving and trying
Yes,
to
there
figure
are
out.
wild nightly attacks on the castle and all manner of things.
God damn it.
Blue robes swarming the streets and interrogating people.
You'll
have to
also
bring
be
it
able
there?
to-
You didn't have to bring it there. You didn't have to bring it there.
You'll be able to operate more freely outside of the city than in here.
And they can provide you protection. More protection than you have now, at least.
Roll a persuasion check.
All of
Who?
us.
Pachi.
God
I
damn it.
was like, I have a very
And-
good persuasion. I don't know if you want to.
Since we're assisting, can you have advantage?
Yeah, he can have advantage.
Okay.
Hit it up there, boyo.
I'll just roll it one more time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, there it is.
Okay, fine, I'll go with you, but you need to promise me that you won't let the shit hit the fan here any more than it already has.
We promise.
If anything, I want to rid this place of any of those blue robe trash people. You know,
Those blue-robed bastards.
do you think it would be a good idea to tell the academy about this? Do you think they know?
I think that'd be a great idea.
Yes and no, in that order.
Perhaps they can
Okay.
park their temple inside of the city somewhere.
Well, where it was before. So I take out the stone of far speech, that
Mm-hmm.
one, and I say hello.
Hi.
Is it
Albert?
Albert?
Fast, I didn't expect to hear from you guys so soon.
Oh yeah. So Silverkeep has been completely taken over by the Blue Robes.
Alarm bells.
Yeah.
Phones are flashing
Sorry,
blue and red.
They're literally in the streets.
My father now works for them. Apparently 2 of them have taken over, specifically, what are the names? I will never get the names.
Alistair and
Yeah, Alistar and Malik, yeah.
Maleficent.
Maleficent.
Okay. If they've completely taken over the city, I don't really know if we have the numbers we need yet to take it back.
Well, for sure, but, I mean, again, we weren't here for the past year. Well, he's been locked up in a thing for a longer time than that. But, was there any, like, word or anything?
News.
News? Like, what happened in the past year? We don't really know.
Well, we were trying to just get our numbers back up so that we could figure that out. We had tried to send out some scouts to figure out what was going on in the area and just to sort of figure out the state of just the world since we've been gone for longer than a year. And
Yeah.
most of our resources aren't around anymore. But from what we could gather, there was just this rampage of goblinoid creatures going around destroying everything, and that's pretty much as far as we knew. We didn't know the Blue Robes were nearly as active as you're making it sound.
It seems they are. I mean, we technically witnessed a city getting destroyed by the goblins. Not physically, but through the time jumps that we made. We saw a city one day, and we saw it disappear. Or village, town.
That was kind of like a large town, yeah.
Yeah, like a town, yeah. But I had no idea that it was so worldly. So, I mean, how many more people have you collected since, I mean, not since we left, obviously, but since...
Well, we've just gotten sort of a network of people who are around in other cities, but they're not really the combat type. We haven't really had a need for the combat type except for us for most of our existence. If the Blue Robes have gotten powerful enough to take over an entire city, they were never that strong before. It was usually just small bands, not really necessarily working together.
Did you tell them about the well-timed rigged election in the wake of a goblin attack?
No, I did not hear about that.
Oh, I
We
didn't
can
realize
all-
you had me on speakerstone.
Perfect.
I guess my favorite speakers.
That was too quick. You definitely made that joke before.
Swear to God, top of my head. Anyway.
Amazing.
Yeah, well, what he said.
Speaker stone.
So this is just something that we're gonna have to figure out. Okay, well, at least you know now.
We'll keep an eye on it and monitor it. Is everyone okay there?
We're fine.
We're fine.
My mayor friend is a little shaken, but I think we're okay. Is there any way you can help us get out fast?
Yeah, I can bring the academy over to where we picked you up.
Okay.
Or dropped you off, rather.
Yeah,
Okay, that's a hike, but okay.
that'll help us get out.
Yeah.
Can they bring? I
Wait,
mean,
where are you now? Meet
We
Albert.
are over in Mordoon.
We're doing
Okay, out of
what?
character. How far away is that?
Very.
Not that it matters. What you doing there?
Recruiting more people. They were under the thumb of a mind flayer that was just sort of trying to take over another city, but he wasn't. He clearly didn't have his clutches as in depth as the Blue Robes seem to.
Yeah. So, I guess it would be best if we also recruited for you. It would definitely help spread the word a little bit faster.
If you can find them, then certainly, please do.
Okay.
Moochie, that was golden. You know
Oh, what?
It's better than you've ever come up with, Moochie.
it.
Oh, that was great. Please.
Meta question: if there's no abandoned buildings around the temple, since it's kind of off on its own, can they bring us there?
If there's no what?
There's no like abandoned buildings out wherever his temple
No,
is.
not to that temple, because it's just a temple by itself. There's no abandoned buildings there.
Gotcha. Okay. So I guess we stop in with them before we go that way. Oh, maybe we can just drop Quinn there.
At the academy?
No, I think we
Yeah.
need... Oh, at the... Well,
They'll just bamf away from their abandoned door, and then she'll be safe.
but we can definitely use the academy to travel to where we need to go next, or wherever Bastion's...
We also promised her to bring her to
You
just
can't
outside the
use
city.
the academy to get to Bastion's place.
We
Well, we can get
promised to bring her
closer.
there.
Well, we're going there, but not by that route.
We can...
Well,
But, I mean, is it safe to say that travel time would be decreased if we use the temple to find a halfway point?
Can you repeat that?
I said,
get any closer.
We will be able to get closer to if we use the temple as like a...
is it a yes by not by much kind of thing?
This city is the closest thing to that temple.
It is? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so we're gonna have to hike on over there, huh? Am I muted?
So
No.
then...
There.
No, you're not muted. So then, I guess we just cancel the temple trip and...
Well, we promised to take her to the temple, so.
Drop Quinn, let them start investigating, go to the temple.
Well, you know
get a
how-
drink and wait for this all to blow over.
Yeah. Well, remember how we kind of got thrown on the way out? On the way over somewhere?
When I say cancel the temple trip, I mean cancel using the academy. That's what I mean, not the...
Oh,
Yeah, no, we're going to the temple. We're bringing her to the temple, but instead of...
we might have to
Well-
cancel the pickup, you're saying.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, sorry.
I'm okay with that.
Yep.
Yeah, we can. I'm sure we can protect her adequately.
Yeah. Okay.
Is everyone on board?
Wait,
I'm
with
on board.
dropping her at the academy
No.
and then going to the
bringing her-
temple?
We're not going to the academy. We were gonna go to the academy, but we're just gonna, because this is the closest place to Bastion's
Right.
temple, so we're just gonna go there.
But so we're in the city,
Yeah.
right?
We have to leave the
And
city.
this place can show up right in the city, and we can put Quinn somewhere where she doesn't have to leave the city, but she can't be gotten to. Plus, they're gonna be here, and then them and Quinn can start working on the blue robes. Then we leave and go to the temple.
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
If they'll take her.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Just dump her on them, and
Yeah,
your
exactly.
problem now.
Hi.
She's trapped in the tyranny of the blue robes.
Here's
Take
the
her to
next mayor.
freedom.
Well, she has connections and ties to what's going on, so maybe she could help them. You
Oh,
know.
that's very true.
Yeah. Quinn, are you okay with that?
Albert, you hearing this?
Yeah, I'm okay with it. As long as you can promise me that the city stays safe.
Well, this way you won't even have to leave the city.
Technically.
Technically, you'll be on another plane of existence, but we won't have to mention that out loud to you right now.
Sounds like you just did.
Oh shit! These glasses are messing with my head.
What glasses?
What glasses?
What?
I'm not wearing any glasses at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
What do those glasses do?
What do I do? What?
Which glasses?
He's
your
not wearing glasses. Anyway.
Okay.
So, okay, I guess that's...
Alright, so
plan.
we'll have to hike on over, I guess.
Yes. Take a trip.
Okay.
To the slum area.
What's the closest you can get to the southwestern craftsman district?
It would be the same...
Yeah, it's the same location.
It's literally the same location. There aren't more abandoned buildings in the
There's more
slums.
slums over here, so they can make.
Oh,
it there,
yeah, let's do that one.
Okay.
So that way we don't have to go past the administration either.
That's true.
Oops.
Yay, we don't have to do an escort mission.
Hooray!
Yeah, you make it there without any problems.
Okie doke. Alright, Quinn. Be safe. We will be here. Albert, is there a way we can keep in contact with her?
Well, we have the...
The same stone of far speech.
Okie doke. Alright, Quinn. Let us know if you need anything.
Okay, just stay safe, and then she hugs you.
I hug her back.
Aww.
Everyone get in here.
Everybody
No,
hug.
this is quite okay.
Oh, I hug.
I just lay a hand on his shoulder. Pat, pat, pat.